Welcome back. The episode we have today turned out completely differently from what I was thinking about when I started writing it. Sometimes it do be like that, as they say. I think it's a worthwhile episode, though, so have a watch, see what you think. Grab your favorite cuppa. Alrighty, here we go. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for March 7th. March 7th is the 66th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 67th if it happens to be a leap year, with 299 days remaining to the end of the year. March 7th is the birthday of my youngest, and I just noticed a coincidence in the fact that this is Friday in 2025, and she was born on a Friday. Happy birthday, Misty. And someone asked, what is that thing there moving? I'll show you. It's the tail of my Kit Kat clock. That one's battery operated. When I was a toddler in nursery school, they had one like that, and it had a cord and was plugged into the wall. But that one operates on a battery. Kit Kat clock. Alrighty, let's get on with today's episode. Today's word is Aristotelian. Aristotelian can be a noun or an adjective. As an adjective, Aristotelian means pertaining to Aristotle or his ideas, especially his philosophy, logic, ethics, metaphysics, or scientific methodology. An example sentence might be, the scientist approached the problem with an Aristotelian mindset, emphasizing observation and categorization. As a noun, Aristotelian means a person who follows or advocates Aristotle's ideas. An example sentence here might be, as an Aristotelian, he believed in the concept of virtue ethics. Aristotelian is derived from the name of the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle lived from about 384 to 322 BC and is considered to be one of the greatest philosophers of all time, the father of logic, and several other subjects. First known use of the word Aristotelian appears to be around 1600 or so. Aristotelian. And with that, the University of Paris was established in the 1100s and quickly became one of the most prestigious centers of learning in medieval Europe, particularly for its theology and philosophy faculties. The university attracted scholars from across Christendom and played a significant role in shaping intellectual thought, particularly in integrating classical philosophy, primarily the works of Aristotle, into Christian doctrine. Before long, this integration sparked controversy, as certain Aristotelian ideas, especially those concerning the nature of the universe, the soul, divine intervention, seemed to contradict Christian teachings. As a result, the University of Paris issued a series of condemnations. The first one, issued in 1210, prohibited the reading of Aristotle's works on natural philosophy under threat of excommunication. Interestingly, this condemnation was primarily directed at the arts faculty. Theologians remained free to study the word of Aristotle. In 1270, the Bishop of Paris met with some conservative theologians and issued a condemnation of 13 propositions, listing them as false and heretical, banning these propositions under threat of inquisition. Kind of a don't talk about this or we're coming for you. The final set of official condemnations was published on March 7, 1277, and this covered some 219 propositions that the church had issues with. It mainly just wanted people to stop interpreting the works of Aristotle in ways that seemed contrary to the beliefs of the church, or else. Yikes. Well, today went together a little oddly. I got the story And then the word of the day came from the story, and the quote, easy peasy, snap easy. But then what about a song? I sat with it for a while, and a song played in my head, but I couldn't for the life of me remember its name or who wrote it. I hear it all the time, right in here, but when I try to look it up, nope, that's not what it is. So I'll get it one of these days, but I sat a little longer and thought, what would be a good song to go with today's episode? And this one started playing in my head. I thought, yes, that would do quite nicely. It's Sailing by Christopher Cross. We've talked about this song before. It was released in June of 1980, hit number 1 on the charts in August of 1980. And of course, many of us watch YouTube or some other video sharing platform these days. But back in the day, VH1 was a cable TV station that played music videos, and they named Sailing the most sensational soft rock song of all time. The inspiration for this song was the influence of an older high school friend who used to take Christopher Cross sailing. They lost touch after high school, but were reunited 28 years later in 1995. Lovely song, Sailing by Christopher Cross. Link in the description. As I listened to today's song, because I listen to them as I'm getting these episodes ready for you, I realized, yesterday's song was about learning to fly, and today's is about sailing. Both of these are activities that one must diligently learn about how to do correctly and safely. But once that's down, I can certainly see how they could be transcendent experiences, flying and sailing. So let's pull in a quote from Aristotle, and just like sometimes it's hard to choose a song because there are so many, so it is with quotes by Aristotle. There are lots of them, lots of them. But I found this one. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. All righty. Take care, be good to each other, and I'll see you next time. I have long since finished my coffee, so that's got milk in there to go with the cookie I'm going to have in a little bit. Did you see that picture, though? Let's see here. There we go. I usually have coffee in that cup. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, that works. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.